Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to another Telequarium episode with the Alaska Sea Life Center. Today we are going to be reading a story called Little Walrus Warning, written by Carol Young and illustrated by Walter Stuart. So let's get started. Off the coast of Alaska, in the land of the midnight sun, little Walrus begins his last northern journey with his mother. In the distance they hear a symphony of sounds. Several huge walrus bulls, their heads held high, bellow as they boldly show off their tusks. They may be frightening a hunter or scaring off an orca attack. Their large ivory tusks and their monstrous noise will defend them well. The 4-year-old calf has tusks that are not fully grown. For now, he still needs his mother. Leaving the bulls behind in the spring, they will travel north with the nursery herd. Sometimes swimming, sometimes hitching rides on giant ice islands, they will journey hundreds of miles for summer feasting in the Chukchi Sea. As cold Arctic winds blow, the cow and her calf haul out of the water onto a floating island of ice. They use their tusks like ice picks and ease the climb up with their flippers. Mother moves across the ice, stabbing it with her tusks now and then to steady herself. Little Walrus lags further and further behind. Slipping and sliding, he falls between giant wedges of ice. Hearing his pitiful cry, Mother struggles to find little Walrus. Chips fly as she frantically hacks at the ice. She could break a tusk or fall in the ice trap herself, but it does not matter. What matters is her calf. Frozen chunks shift and groan as her tusks break more and more ice. Steadily, she opens a way of escape and helps little Walrus to safety. Mother keeps a close eye on her calf as they continue north, but even on a calm, sunny day, there can be danger with ice. Surrounded by many walruses, they bask in the late spring sun. Joining the crowd on the same chunk of ice come 2, then 5, then 10 more walruses. Whoa! These huge walruses are heavy. The ice chunk tips on its side and whoosh! All the cows and calves are dumped into the sea. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Splash! Crash! There is so much confusion. Little Walrus's mother swims in search of her calf. When she finally finds him, he is not in the water at all. He was the first walrus in the nursery herd to haul out on another chunk of ice. As summer arrives, the herd reaches the rich feeding grounds of the Chukchi Sea. Ice drifts and sparkles under the sun. Here among seals and whales, little Walrus must master the skills of hunting. There's a whale, and there's a seal. Looks like we got 2 ringed seals out there. In years past, he nursed on his mother's milk and feasted on food she brought from the sea. Later, he hunted the ocean floor, always at his mother's side. Now he must learn to hunt on his own. One summer day, the young walrus waits on the edge of the ice. He does not want to dive into the ice-cold water alone. His mother comes up from behind and pushes him into the Chukchi Sea. Kerplunk! Alone in the water, little Walrus sinks to the ocean floor to hunt on his own. But the water is murky and muddy along the bottom, and he cannot see any food at all. Little Walrus must use his stiff bristle whiskers to feel in the dark for his food. Snails, worms, and crabs. He sucks live clams right out of their shells and swallows them whole. His little whiskers. Full from his feast, he rejoins the herd on the ice. He circles the huge pile of walruses who are warming themselves to various shades of pink, red, and brown. He wanders around the edge of the crowd looking for a spot to lie down. He does not see the enemy ahead, for the animal is the color of ice and snow. But sniffing the wind, he smells danger. He lifts his head and thrusts his tusks high in the air. Little Walrus lets out a roar, a warning sign for all to hear. The cows grunt and growl. The calves bark and cry. Their monstrous sounds and the sight of so many gleaming white tusks frighten the creature away. The polar bear retreats into the landscape of snow and ice to search for an easier meal. Days grow shorter, colder, and darker. As islands of ice start to freeze together, the nursery herd heads south for the winter. Following the route of the drifting ice, their journey will end where it began. Off the coast in the land of the midnight sun, the walruses reunite. Bulls and cows and all the young. Little Walrus will not go north with the herd next year. He is ready to take his place with the bulls. And that is the end. I hope you guys enjoyed that story. And I also have something really cool to show you in just a moment. So give me a second to roll that surprise in. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you a picture of our sea walrus that we rescued in 2017. His name is Aku, and now he is at the Indianapolis Zoo. But he is super cute. He was found out in near Nome, Alaska, pretty far away from here, but he is a really cool and adorable animal. So this is a mounted real walrus head that was taxidermied, and you can see a lot of the features that were mentioned in the book. You can see they have these long ivory tusks that are going to be excellent for hauling them out on ice when they need a rest. They also have those whiskers at the end of their pretty stout snout, and that will help them look and feel around for things in the sand and dirt like clams that they love to eat. And they have this really wrinkly skin, but believe it or not, there are little hairs on there. They are mammals, they are marine mammals, but they're gonna have a little bit of hair, but ultimately what's gonna keep them nice and warm in these chilly waters is that layer of fat called blubber. But this is a really cool biofact that I was excited to share with you guys. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that story. I want to thank you again for tuning into another Telequarium episode here at the Alaska Sea Life Center, and we hope to see you guys in person really soon. So thanks again and have a great day.